Hey, good morning, everybody. So, you guys know I've been thinking a lot about negative thinking and mindset and stuff like that. I've been trying some different things out. And last night I was thinking about this. And I think there's a really big emphasis on, you know, trying to have positive thoughts and replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts, and that if you do that, your outer condition improves. Which, by the way, I think it's a real mistake to think like, oh, if I just envision a certain thing in my life, that it's suddenly going to materialize. I think it's more complicated than that. I think when we set our mind on things that we want, positive things, that what it actually does is it sets us into motion, into a state of doing. I talked a little bit about how our brains are problem solvers. So if I ask you what color is my shirt, you'll say gray. And so our brains are always looking for the answer to a question. So when I, let's say that I have, the goal of buying a new house or something like that. It's not that I just put that in my mind and then all of a sudden the house shows up in my life. What it does is it puts it in my mind, and then as a problem-solving person, as a problem-solving being, as a human being, if I set that intention, I can then go out and start taking actions that will help me get a new house, if that makes sense. But you have to do the doing in between. There's just a lot of mindset stuff out there that makes it seem like I picture a Ferrari in my head, and then I know it's not quite this, but like then suddenly the thing's in my driveway the next day. You know what I mean? That's not my experience. But anyway, I do think that this is what I was thinking about last night, and this is where mindfulness practice comes in. So I notice that for myself, it's not so much a struggle for me to have positive thoughts as it is that my brain just continually kicks out negative reactions to the world around me. I don't know, like I'm just a negative person. I hate to say that, and then I make everybody else seem like I kind of put on a front of like that I'm not like that. But the truth is, I always have all these negative thoughts going through my head, and so it's really important and I was thinking about it. How do I actually change that? The only real success I have had at changing that is to know that happens and to recognize when that happens. So, in other words, I have to remind myself that's what's going on, and to observe those thoughts and to kind of let them be there and without any kind of judgment. The problem that comes in is when I have a negative thought, and I've said this before, it goes down into my body. You know what I mean? And I start to say, I don't like the way this feels. I want to get rid of this feeling that I'm having. Rather than just kind of letting it be there. I mean, I'm a human being, so I react to the world. I have feelings, I have thoughts and things like that. Buddhism and mindfulness practice basically says, don't try to change that, let it be there. And I've noticed that when I have, it's kind of like being aware of being aware. So I know that I need to be aware in those moments. And if I'm aware that that's what I need to do, and I bring my attention to whatever the circumstance is or the negative thought, it just dissipates much quicker that way. As soon as I throw up some kind of resistance, like I don't want this thought to be there, I don't want this feeling to be there, it gets 10 times worse. It's much better for me to like take a step back, look at it, let it be there, and then what I find if I do that, if I focus, this is kind of an Eckhart Tolle thing, if I focus my attention long enough on letting something be there, it just seems like very small and it kind of goes away quicker, if that makes sense. So anyway, just wanted to get on here and talk about that. I've been thinking about this mindset stuff, and I just keep coming back to mindfulness practice, and it's something that really helps me. So Anyway, if you're interested and want to jump on into our community Facebook group, it's wellnessseekerscommunity.com. wellnessseekerscommunity.com. We got about 15 people in there talking about stuff. It's been really good. And if you want to get a free ebook that I wrote, which outlines my exact daily routine for wellness, you can click the link below or above. All right, have a good day.